If you go to my last video, I said, what up, family? It's your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka I need more ammo. Mr. Take Your Shot from Big Shot Ammunitions is in the building. Now, you know what I'm saying. This is one of the benefits of having a wonderful fiance who actually takes pleasure in making sure that you are staying up to date on all of the news, because she just let me know that there has been an update on the case of the last video. Yes, there has been an update this quick. Now, it's that video was just recently released. Excuse me. I just had some root beer. I love root beer. But just got an update real quick that said that there's been an update from the prosecuting attorney, and we need to see what happened with this case. Something that has been expedited a little bit. Now, as you know, I am a CPL instructor in the state of Michigan. I have been doing this for almost 10 years. I've certified everyone from lawyers, prosecuting attorneys, from ladies, old ladies, older gentlemen. I'm talking about, I've had a lady that was 85 years young, smacking dead center in the middle of the target. So I take pride in what I do when I do my instructing. But what we also need to understand is that conflict avoidance is one of the most prudent courses of action to make sure that you make it home safe and always. And this is our company motto: stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Now, let's get to it, people.
Good evening, I'm Root Barrage. A lot to get to on this day, but first, breaking news. The Wayne County prosecutor announcing no charges against a man who shot and killed 3 people at a Sunoco gas station on Detroit's west side. Fox 2's Jamie Sherrod.
If you go to my last video, I said I highly doubt that he gets charged. I said I highly doubt it. Why? Because I did see the video outside of what was blurred. So I saw the video because YouTube, you're not going to be able to show that. But outside of what was blurred, you got 4 people that got out of their car after they boxed them into the gas station. The prosecuting attorney is going to see that, and every other person is going to look at it the exact same way. There's only one way that you can come into the gas station when you're going around that pump, and that's to loop around like a U. They block that off. All 4 get out. Now, they said it was a minor fender bender situation. Hey, I knew there was going to be something, but that minor fender bender, all 4 of them get out. None of them, mind you, was 4 in the other car. None of the 4 get out. Always be the innocent party. Let's hear the reason.
Live in studio with the latest. Jamie.
Yeah, Roop, that's right. They say the 22-year-old suspect in connection to that shooting will not be charged. And that's because officials say this was all a case of self-defense. According to police sources, this all happened around 3 a.m. Sunday during an illegal drag racing meetup in Detroit. 2 vehicles collided. We're told one of them, with the 3 victims inside, waved a gun and chased the other vehicle. That vehicle there, the red one, carrying several others, to that gas station you see on your screen. The trio apparently got out and attacked the driver, and that is when a passenger in the suspect's vehicle allegedly used what we are told was a Draco pistol, firing at the 3 victims who later died. The pistol was registered to the shooter, and he is a CPL holder. Now, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office saying in a statement, quote, under Michigan law, a person can use deadly force if they reasonably believe it is necessary to prevent imminent death or serious bodily harm to themselves or others. After a careful review of the facts and evidence, WCPO has determined that the warrant will be denied for insufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the suspect did not act in lawful self-defense and in defense of others. Now, we did reach out to the parents of the victims, and understandably, they did not want to speak at this time. Reporting live in studio, Jamie Sherrod, Fox 2 News.
So it wasn't the driver that actually started shooting, it was the passenger. So the driver gets hit. Passenger don't like I said, none of the individuals in that other car. If you go back to the prior video that I had showed, if you look, when they had got, like, when you see these people out of their vehicle, they weren't out of their vehicle when that shooting started. They were inside of this vehicle. They never got out. They never got out. They were always the innocent party. Understand this. They were always the innocent party because this group boxed them in. They boxed them in. And when you box, like, do you see this? They pulled up, boxed them in. Now, from the reports, they said that this car was waving guns and tried to cut them off outside of them hitting them. He wasn't trying to be confrontational or nothing like that. And if anything, he got hit right here. You could see him getting struck. But the only thing is that his homeboy right here, legal CPL holder. I don't know what you got. I don't know what you got. I don't know what you got. And I don't know what you got. But I know all four of y'all got out of this vehicle to approach and do something to bro. And when it's more than one person that could do grave bodily harm, you'd already blocked us in. And I don't know if you got weapons and y'all are the aggressors. Any logical person. That's why the prosecutor is like, we can't issue a warrant on this. We can't. It's insufficient. It would be different if he tried to walk him down and he chased after him and all that stuff like that. He didn't. He shot to end the threat. The threat stopped. He did not continue. They tried to go into the store. That's why you see them like outside of the car. They tried to go into the store to call the police. And to get help, but they ended up, just backing up. The driver called the police. I don't know if the driver or the passenger was arrested, probably both of them arrested or just one of them arrested. They reviewed the camera. They listened to everybody's comments and commentary. Because really, you only really got, like, besides dude right here, which I think he probably might be the only survivor, because again, there's 3 people here. You got 1, 2, and 3, because this is a girl right here. Like, I know that I kind of went a little too fast beforehand, but
police sources, this all happened around,
like, Jamie you see that girl right here? This girl, see how that girl comes over here?
According to police sources,
so it's 1, 2, 3, all right here in this vicinity. And his friend starts letting off. Get him, get him, get him. And then this one, I don't know if he got hurt or if he got shot, but he might have got away. But them two and him, he dropped. He dropped immediately. So he took one, I think he took one to the face. But what's being said, it was a Draco pistol. Draco. So that means that you got hit with a fireball. Like, I'm talking, man, at that close range, oh my God. They felt every part of that impact, every part of it, 1, 2, and 3. They felt every piece. That's what really got them out of here, is that it was that 7.62. That 7.62 is so powerful as a round, especially when that up close. Man, this mug is like, even when you miss, you can't miss with that. Like, you can, but I'm not going to say that. As an instructor, I'm gonna be real. You can't. Yes, you can. You could definitely miss even when you can't miss. I'm being facetious. It's if you ever watched The Wire, if you ever watched when Omar and Brother Mozon was up in what's the name? He was talking about the 45 at this range, this caliber, because he was talking about the close proximity and the power of that round is still going to enforce such kinetic energy that it's going to do some very serious damage, regardless of it actually hitting you or not, for the most part. But that's not always true. Just being real, that's not always true. You can be very close and still not, But the main thing overall, conflict avoidance is the most prudent course of action, because that's the mama's boyfriend, that's the mama's daughter, that's the mama's son. The mama done lost 2 kids, and a man. All trying to be tough. That's why I listen to what Payroll said. It's enough of you tough guys. Y'all done ruined enough lives, because for real, bro, y'all did not have to get out of this car to go over here, and y'all got y'all lives snatched because y'all wanted to jump him, his friend right there. You not finna kill his friend. Because yes, you can kill somebody by jumping them. I don't care what nobody, like, unless you haven't seen somebody get stomped out or get their face rocked or get man, you hit somebody in the temple and see how they feel. You damn near gonna knock them unconscious. Really, and all you need is what, 5 or 6 ounces or 12 ounces of pressure on your jaw, knock you out. But even outside of that, we don't know what y'all got. Dog could have a gun, she could have a gun, he could have a gun. But all of y'all are over here to do what? What is the goal? He obviously on some bullshit. And notice that he didn't start shooting until they start attacking. So prosecuting attorney is going to end up ruling the same way, because what's also going to be, and I'm going to tell you this is what I said in the last video. A prosecutor wants, like, they will try a case. They will try pretty much any case, but they want a case that they can win. You put this to a jury trial. I guarantee you everybody in there walks. Nobody's going down for this. Not one person. Because everybody will be like, if I was in that same situation, my friend is getting beat on like that and I got my gun, yes, what? And it's multiple of y'all, and there's girls with us and stuff. I'm not gonna get out and have us doing a bunch of fighting and doing all that. No, because I don't know what y'all got, and we can't risk it. And he feared death or greater grave bodily harm for his homeboy. If that's my brother in the next right sitting next to me, and somebody started trying to do something to him, I'm reacting the exact same way. The exact same way. And I'm not saying that some people, this could be like a prosecutor, and I'm gonna be real with you. Even though this could be a slam dunk case of, people not going to jail and all that stuff like that, a prosecutor could find fault in this. They can easily find fault, because you don't know what that prosecutor, what day that prosecutor is having. Now imagine this. That prosecutor had a bad day or a bad night. They get into it with their wife. They find out that their wife cheating on them. They can't do anything to their wife physically, and more so even emotionally for the most part, because they had got married. And if he divorces her, then that means that he loses half of his assets for the most part. So now he's stuck between the rock and the hard place, and he's pissed off, and he can't take out any of his physical vengeance on anybody that is the culprit of that. Guess who they're gonna take it out on? The first person on that docket sheet, and then the second person, then the third person. You might have just been speeding. We're trying to revoke his license. Like, you ever seen those? Because I know that anybody that's been in court, y'all have seen some of these some prosecutors that just try to railroad you. Don't forget that they are human, and they also go through life. So understand that sometimes, even though these situations, it can be looked at as a slam dunk case, a slam dunk win. And I could have easily been there. I could have easily been wrong. I could have easily been very much wrong. And that prosecutors could have said, no, you could have, the driver could have backed up or whatever the case may be. Now, here's the thing. The only problem with that will be is that you put the onus on the driver opposed to the passenger, who's the actual shooter. So the passenger can't control it, but at the same time too, they could say, well, you didn't see a gun or anything else. It just will be hard though. That's why I'm saying it's like a prosecutor could, But it would just be super hard because in every which way that you would try to justify it, or I mean, you'll come up with a reason why it's unjustified. You come up with a reason why it's justified. So it's like, you like, bro, all right, because he didn't continue shooting after they were down, after the threat ended. They didn't flee. He didn't run. They called the police immediately. So yeah, man, very different. This is very different, and it's unfortunate. But I want y'all to go ahead and use these as learning lessons. These are learning lessons, people. I want y'all to take these as learning lessons as they are. You should not just be putting yourself in these predicaments unnecessarily, really at all. Cooler heads prevail. You don't have to be braggadocious. Yes, you got a gun. Yes, you got a car, whatever, stuff like that. But why are you trying to scare people? Why are you trying to do the tough guy stuff? Why you gotta show up? No, y'all dead. Oh, y'all gone. Just because y'all want to be tough. Man, hey. Leave that tough guy for the mugs. Well, you see what happens to the tough guys. They don't last long. They never do. The tough guys never last long. I tell you that right now. They never last long. But hey, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in for another legendary video. Making sure that you stay out of trouble. Always stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Shout out to the friend, the passenger that is his brother's keeper. He made sure that his homeboy was good. This is a learning lesson for a lot of people to stay out of people's business. That cooler heads prevailing. Even if you get into a minor fender bender, insurance can take care of it. It's not worth your life. All right, y'all take it easy. Peace and love.